Hey, welcome back to my channel, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Yes, it's your girl Nessa, and I'm here to bring you another video. And this one, we're going to be talking about 3 quick tips on how to go through the grievance process after you've lost a significant other out of your life or an ex-partner, right? So 3 quick, simple tips on how to grieve someone no longer being in your life. Now, as we all know, losing someone out your life and they're alive is just as hard as losing someone and they're no longer alive. It's the same grieving process. It's the same pain you still feel, because it feels like someone is dying, like a part of you is dying, a part of you, you've just lost a part. So you need to go through the grieving process. You need to allow yourself to go through it. Now, it's okay to cry when someone leaves or they're no longer there, because remember, you guys have created emotional bond, physical bond, spiritual bond. You guys have done a lot of bonding together. And when you're breaking a bond, that's detrimental, that's painful, that's hurt. But it's okay. It happens. But you have to be willing to allow yourself to go through that grieving process. Now, oftentimes people talk a lot about cutting someone out your life. Now, it's so easy to say, okay, I'm just cutting this person out my life. I don't want them in my life. Just cut them off, cut them off. And people will tell you, why don't you just cut that person out your life? Now, they'll talk a lot about cutting someone out your life, but they don't talk about how to grieve. No one is there with you to grieve with you after you cut this person out of your life. No one is there to go through it with you, because remember, you were creating bonds. You were creating relationship with this individual. Now they're no longer there. So now there's a void. There's an emptiness there. What do? Well, listen, I'm happy that you guys tuned in, because we're just going to jump right into it. Now, the first thing that I would like for you guys to do, the first tip would be to allow yourself to grieve. Allow the pain. Allow yourself to feel what just took place. Go through it. It might be for a couple of days. It might be for a couple of weeks. Don't stay there for too long. But allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to go through this process, because it is necessary. Do not fight against the feeling. Do not fight against how you're feeling, how your body is responding, how your emotions are responding. Allow yourself to go through it. It's going to look different for everyone, and especially how far along the healing process and the healing journey you are. It's going to be different for everyone. So what I would suggest is, wherever you are in your healing journey will also contribute to how you allow yourself to heal, how you allow yourself to grieve, how you allow yourself to go through this process is very necessary. I can't stress it enough. Talk with a therapist, talk with a counselor, talk with a life coach, speak with someone. Mental wellness is important. Your mental health, your state of mind is very important. It is very necessary for you to be able to process these things and get through the process as best and as healthy as possible. Allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, the mixed feelings, the good times, the bad times, the great conversations, the happy, the sad times. Go through the process and allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to grieve. It's a part of the healing process. And I know, I get it. This is not something that you wanted to do. This is not. But guess what? It was necessary. It was very necessary, because if someone is no longer in your life, that's for a reason, right? And not oftentimes we get the answers we want or the answers that we're comfortable. But guess what? It's necessary. It was necessary for you to, accept the person not being in your life anymore, and they're no longer there. You have to accept it. So allow yourself to grieve. And don't beat up yourself on what you're going through, okay? The second tip that I would like to give you is to appreciate the experience. All right? Sounds simple. Appreciate the experience, because during that time, there was some lessons to be learned. There was some information that you needed to learn. There was things about yourself that you needed to learn, that you needed to uncover about yourself. It's not all bad when someone is no longer in your life. It's not all good either. But the experience that you got, what you went through with that person is important. It's valid. And allow yourself to accept and go through it, to say, okay, I experienced this with this person. What was this experience like? Remove your emotions from it. Take out your emotional feelings and process it. Analyze it. Assess the situation, right? What was this experience looking like? And it's good. There's a lot of good time. There's great conversations. There's bonding times. There's date nights. There's dinner. There's laughter. There's arguments. There's fuss, fight. It's all a part of the process. And it's all a part of the bonding process. But you have to allow yourself to go through this process. Appreciate the experience because you did experience it. Do not block your blessing. Do not block what's for you by being resentful, like holding up a grudge or being angry at that person because they're no longer in your life. No, it's okay to go through this. Enjoy the process. Enjoy this journey called life. Go through it and experience life. It's okay. Appreciate the experience. Enjoy the experience. You were in that moment, that time, those years, those weeks, those months, whatever it might be. But what did you learn from that experience? Don't let these failed experience go to waste. Do not let your failed experience go to waste. There was some lessons there to be learned. What did you learn out of it? Because now that would help you make decisions going forward. That would help you to make more mindful decisions and do things different the next time around. Pay attention to these things. Focus. Many times people are in your life to teach you a lesson, and many times they're there as a blessing. And either way, I still take all of it as a blessing. That's just me. Because I don't look at things as if they weren't supposed to be. Because I don't dictate what goes on in life and what's the next step. That's not what I do or where I come in. My Creator does that. I'm just here as a vessel so He could use me and move me where He needs to. So if I'm too fixated on what goes on next and what's going to happen next, I'll miss the mark. I'll miss the message. I'll miss the lesson. I don't operate as such, okay? And people might think it's easy and you're getting over on me and you're pushing over. Listen, you can't push past my Creator. You can't push past His authority and what He does. You're not fooling me, baby. Okay? So, again, appreciate the experience. Love the experience. It's okay. All right. So, and the third and final tip that I want to give to you guys, and I think this one you're going to love it the most, right? Is to value yourself. Yes. Value yourself. So, you're worth it. You've been doing the work. You've come so far in your healing journey and in this process that you know your worth. You know your value. You appreciate yourself. You have your standards. And listen, I'm going to say it. Do not lower your standards to meet someone where they are. No. Do not lower your standards because you think that's how you're going to keep a man or a woman. No. Do not lower your standards because you think it's the right thing to do. Do not lower your standards because you want to be accepted or appreciated. You know your worth. You're a woman of class. You're a woman of value. You know your worth, guys. You're a man of intelligence, integrity, confidence, and that's just who you are. It's okay to be different. But don't allow someone to disrespect you and belittle you and lower you to meet their standards. No. You are who you are. Mindful, respectful, quality. And that can't be bought, okay? So do not lower your standards just to meet someone where they are. Value yourself, know your worth, and that's what's most important. You are going to meet people daily, all the time. You have to love yourself and know your worth and know your standards, that you're not afraid to lose someone out your life. You cannot be so afraid to lose someone out your life that you want to restrict them, that you want to hold them so much that you can't allow yourself to love, to feel, to breathe. No. You cannot love someone more than how you love yourself. You cannot be so afraid to lose someone that you lose yourself. No one is worth it. If they could walk out your life, they weren't meant to be there. I know it's going to sound harsh, but it's the truth. People do what they want to do. Do not make excuses for people's poor behavior, their poor choices, their poor decision, because people do what they want to do. Whatever they want to do, they will do it. They don't make excuses for things that they want to do. If a man has not called you, let him be. You can reach out too, depending on the situation, but don't overextend yourself. Ladies, don't overextend yourself. Guys, if a woman is not reciprocating your love and affection that you're giving her, do not overextend yourself. Do not continue to do this. It is not fair. This person is using you. This individual is taking advantage of you. They know what they're doing. They are fully aware of what they're doing. And some of these people out here, they prey on your innocence. They prey on your pain. They prey on what you're going through in order to use it as a weapon to control you or to manipulate you. And guess what? When they realize that they cannot use this as a weapon to manipulate you or to control you, they go away. So you're not losing anything. They go ghost, or they do things to make you feel uncomfortable or question yourself. Do not fall for it. It's fake. It's not real. Know your worth, know your value, and stand on that value. They're going to come. They're going to go, and that's okay. Be so grounded in yourself that it's okay. And that's why I love when you guys tune into these videos. I love when you guys take the notes, take the information, and take it from someone who has the experience as well too. It is okay to experience love, joy. Do not restrict yourself from this experience. It's a beautiful experience when someone loves you and affection and shows you all these quality things. But you have to be doing them for yourself as well, because you do not want to give that power to anyone to withdraw that from you, to take that away from you, because that's manipulation and that's control. The right person will love you. The right person will cherish you. And the right person is out there. So you're holding on to this person that is restricting you from love. So don't hate them. Don't be angry with them. Do not be mad at them for this experience. It was necessary. You got the experience. You got the lessons. Learn from it. They're sitting around wanting to know your weaknesses, what hurts, everything, in order to prey on you, to use it as a weapon to manipulate you. These are monsters, and they're created. They come in so many different fashion, shape, and form. But you have to be so grounded in who you are that this does not faze you. This does not affect who you are. You are worth it. You are valuable. You are worth so much more than what you think. Know your worth. Know your value. Stand on who you are as a person. Be confident. Be bold in who you are as an individual. Prove it. Prove it. Show me. You can talk a good talk, but show me. What is it? Show me. Consistency is key. There's always things to look out for. There's always signs to pay attention to. I hope this video was helpful. So just to do a quick recap, right? The first thing that you want to do, the first tip, is to allow yourself to go through the grievance process. Allow yourself to grieve. Cry, get it out, whatever you need to do, go through it. And the second one is appreciate the experience. It's okay to have this experience. It's a beautiful thing to have experienced another person. But don't let your failed experience go to waste. Appreciate the lessons that you learned from this and move on. So this way you make sound decisions and don't give someone so much access to you too soon. Receive their feelings, reciprocate it, and that's okay. Do not get beyond yourself. Do not get beyond the process. Trust the process. It works, okay? Trust the process. It really works. And the third and final tip, just to recap, is to value yourself. Love you enough to be with you. Love you enough to value you. Love you enough where you matter. Love you enough where you put yourself first and you don't put yourself on the back burner for no one. You cannot love someone more than how you love yourself. You cannot love someone and so much where you're afraid to lose them. Don't be afraid to lose people. It is okay. People are going to come and they're going to go. You're valuable. You're worth it. They should be afraid to lose you just the same. Don't be afraid to lose anyone. It's okay. If they were meant to be, they'll be there. If they were meant to be in your life, they'll be there. Choose you. Listen, it's your girl Nessa. If you find this content to be of any value to you, please go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this information with anyone. And just listen, share it. There's someone who could do with a kind word. There's someone who's looking to restore their confidence. There's someone who's looking to rebuild themselves, who's looking to get back into the world and not be afraid of their experience. Listen, send them this video, share this video with them. They'll love it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's your girl Nessa, healing your silence. We're no longer suffering in silence. We're rebuilding our confidence. We're becoming bold and strong and elegant and being people of grace and integrity. Consistency is key, baby. Have an amazing day. Be blessed, be encouraged, and know that you're beautiful just the way you are. And I'm here to help you, to empower you to become your greatest self.